Lastly, I mentioned last week, and I'm going to mention it again, that in the last few weeks, even though my father has not been fully conscious, I have been reading to him and talking to him. Several dear friends of mine who have had similar experiences of unconsciousness, if not coma, have said that they could remember clearly hearing things said to them while they could not communicate in return. And so that's another little piece of advice. I've been reading him mostly James Thurber short stories, and in fact I came across one that seems relevant to our political time. If you'll permit me to close with it, and permit me to remove my glasses in order to do so. It is from his Fables for Modern Times, and this one is called The Peaceable Mongoose. Forgive me for doing it this way, but there is no better way. The Peaceable Mongoose by James Thurber. In cobra country, a mongoose was born one day who didn't want to fight cobras or anything else. The word spread from mongoose to mongoose that there was a mongoose who didn't want to fight cobras. If he didn't want to fight anything else, it was his own business, but it was the duty of every mongoose to kill cobras or be killed by cobras. Why? Asked the peace-like mongoose, and the word went around that the strange new mongoose was not only pro-cobra and anti-mongoose, but intellectually curious and against the ideals and traditions of mongoose-ism. He's crazy, cried the young mongoose's father. He is sick, said his mother. He is a coward, shouted his brothers. He is a mongoosexual, whispered his sisters. Strangers who had never laid eyes on the peace-like mongoose remembered that they had seen him crawling on his stomach or trying on cobra hoods or plotting the violent overthrow of Mongoosia. I'm trying to use reason and intelligence, said the strange new mongoose. Reason is 6/7 of treason, said one of his neighbors. Intelligence is what the enemy uses, said another. Finally, the rumor spread that the mongoose had venom in his sting, just like a cobra, and he was tried, convicted by a show of paws, and condemned to banishment. Moral? Ashes to ashes and clay to clay. If the enemy doesn't get you, your own folks may. That's Countdown for this 1st of March. Rachel Maddow and The Rachel Maddow Show are next. Thank you for your time tonight. Good night and good luck.